Ladies and gentlemen.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
I'm the best thing going at sports entertainment today.
I got chills, man. I can't believe it's really gonna happen. It is gonna happen.
It's time! Here we go!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the premiere episode of your local podcast. That's right, I said local to wherever you are. Local is the internet. The Squared Circle. My name is Buzz, alongside
Dano.
Haha, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty awesome. How are you doing?
I'm good. Are you? I hope everybody out there, as I drop my book, is ready for this week. Here, already starting off great over here.
The big show.
Yeah, as the Squared Circle, if you don't know, or anybody who was not familiar with it, we actually had a show back in 2007. We only lasted a little too long. We decided it was about maybe 5. We decided to bring it back, bringing you the latest in professional wrestling review, WWE, TNA or Impact, whatever you want to call them, ROH,
There's a lot
and
going on.
there is a lot going on. And a local promotion that we have here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Elite, I almost called them Extreme, Elite Canadian Championship Wrestling, with shout out to our friend who's the heavyweight champion, Sid Silem.
Boom.
Well, there's a lot this past week in professional wrestling. I guess let's hop right into it. Why don't we talk about let's talk about Monday Night Raw. What did you think about Monday Night Raw this past week?
Monday Night Raw 3 hours is getting a little long for me.
3 hours is a lot to be able to sit through and to actually stay focused no matter what. Yeah, 3 hours is a long time.
I think that's where I'd have to start with Raw.
That's why I like a PVR, or I love downloading my stuff. Of course, I don't do that. I just pay cable and all that other business. PVR. Fast forward, I think out of a 3-hour show, which if you take out commercials, roughly about 2 hours and 10 minutes, I probably watched maybe 40 of it. I'm joking, ladies and gentlemen. I do watch the whole show. Starting off with Dolph Ziggler and John Cena in the opening up the show, which I thought was really good.
I was on the edge of my seat.
You were on the edge of your seat. Big E, big guy, small head. That's what I see. And it's funny because AJ this past week, she actually tweeted. Well, actually, it was Big E that Big E tweeted, "Tonight, the gang and I roll into the Kissimmee." I believe that's how you pronounce them. Somebody correct me out there. "I promise bodily fluids will flow." AJ responded with, "Damn it, E, this is why we don't let you speak." I agree. I don't like him on the microphone.
I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about when he when he challenged for Dolph Ziggler.
Like
I thought he was taking the challenge,
and then it was
apparently
confusing.
It was
John Cena, you and I got a beef still.
I was expecting him to go, "Let's go. Let's do this, bitch."
Let's do this. And actually, if you watch the John Cena and The Rock story from last WrestleMania, there's actually a scene in that whole 1 hour little NBC or whatever it is that they produced, where Big E is actually
He's
breastfeeding
Dolph Ziggler.
bench pressing. I don't know how I screwed that one up. Bench pressing, and John Cena's over top of him yelling. So it's interesting that obviously everybody's
That guy is huge.
He is huge, but a really small head. It's confusing.
He's like one of the Super Mario Brothers.
Na 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 in the elevator. Yes, I know, swaying back and forth.
Shrunken head.
With the. So, Dolph Ziggler and John Cena going one-on-one, actually, even though that we thought it was going to be Big E, one-on-one in the ring. I thought it was actually a really good match.
That was a perfect match to actually start a Raw off.
It definitely had caught my eye, and I was into it right from, for years we were used to the whole promo, the big storyline promo at the beginning of the show, opening it up. But then we had this wonderful match instead. One of the things actually that I'm gonna bounce back for, when Raw opens, there's an opening package video, and I thought this week's was amazing. And I don't know, for anybody who sat out there and watched TNA's been doing that for a long time, but WWE, I guess,
TNA?
just like what? TNA. We'll get into TNA. We'll get into TNA a little bit later. But TNA had been doing video packages like that from the beginning for quite some time, and WWE had adopted that format, and obviously with WWE's production in their videos,
Money,
just-
money, money.
I agree. Another match that I want to bring out on Raw is Daniel Bryan and Kane versus Road Scholars. Now, Road Scholars are
I love those
great.
guys.
Caterpillar lip.
Can I mustache you a question?
Right?
I think the best segment this year is John Cena and Cody Rhodes' mustache.
Oh, when he got really close from last week.
When he started talking to his mustache.
We need to talk about the mustache. I want to talk about one thing
Like
with
a little
Daniel
hot dog.
without the button. Daniel Bryan and Kane. This yes, no, no, yes, yes, no.
That's kind of killing me.
Are you done with it?
It's kind of really killing me.
I noticed that even if they were to say something,
I like them.
They're really good.
They worked, but now they got their doctor coming back.
Well, Dr. Shelby,
Shelby.
who we've seen in the past couple months
Oh my
back
God.
doing their therapy. But even still, they're bringing him back. He's going to do probably that scream, "Stop it!" or how loud he gets.
Is that what he did?
That's what he does. Stop it, or whatever. It was really funny the first time. They brought it around the second time. It was kind of funny. I don't know about the third time, so we'll see how that works. But one of the things is with Daniel Bryan and Kane, no matter what it is, they'll say it back and forth. Yes, yes, no, no, in some sort of type like that. I'm done with it.
It's getting a little
It
easy
needs to
for
be-
him now.
It's too easy,
Way
and it's
too
very
easy.
predictable. And obviously, just like things that are predictable, for example, Ron Simmons, damn, yeah, consistent. It's the same
do
old.
like the damn.
Wait 10 seconds. Everybody loves the damn.
He has a hell of a mustache.
He's no caterpillar left
Mustache
there.
man, mustache man.
I believe I
believe.
I believe. And then one of the other matches that I want to talk about Raw is the WWE Championship in the TLC match in the main event, CM Punk versus Ryback.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a pay-per-view match.
Well, originally
Shortened pay-per-view match.
it was supposed to be a pay-per-view match, and then Punk had his injury. But the Shield filling in for that was in that match was that was amazing. That was an amazing
Really?
match. What, a TLC pay-per-view?
Oh, the TLC pay-per-view.
Oh, that
I
was
thought you were talking
amazing.
about Raw.
No,
I was like,
no.
called it.
Oh, the Shield's always running in.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Now, who? Let's jump into this real quick. Who do you think is behind the Shield?
I'm behind the Shield.
Daniel's behind the Shield, ladies and gentlemen. It's been broken here. The story is here. Daniel was behind the Shield. No, really.
Everybody called it.
Who's behind the Shield?
I have no clue.
No, as you know, I'm a big Reddit fan, and I'm constantly on the Squared Circle.
That's like asking what the hell is Brad Maddox in? I have no fucking clue.
Who? I'm
Yeah,
joking.
exactly.
It's
paid my
let's
dues.
talk about Maddox in a second,
You're a
but
referee, shut up.
but with the Shield, there was somebody I was reading an interesting little thing that they put on Reddit was
I read it.
that-
I read it. You read it. We all read it.
that Paul Heyman has something to do with it, but Punk doesn't know, and all this other stuff.
Paul
and,
Heyman's he's in everything.
you know,
He's got his dick in it.
he's got his dick in everything, whatever he says. Ryback's entrance, badass. Watching him come to the
Ryback
ring,
is badass.
just his whole everything, Mr. Skip
I
Sheffield.
don't care if people think
Uh,
he's another Goldberg.
You know, it's
He is
interesting.
awesome.
It's interesting. He
He doesn't
actually
do the same moves.
he comes from Tough Enough years ago.
Tough enough.
Yeah, remember that? Remember
that
the
a
show?
television show?
Yeah, the old one,
Yeah, no, I
MTV.
remember it.
Yeah. He was actually on that years ago.
Was he
Like,
really?
Josh Matthews and things like that.
Who? Josh,
The
Josh
announcer?
Matthews. Yes,
Are you serious? Sundays,
Sundays.
WWE Fan Nation,
Yeah.
YouTube, amazing show. Road Dogg, thank you guys.
All right.
All right. One of the things is actually when Punk was in his entrance, tossing that chair, I was actually scared for a second there. I thought he was going to knock over some ladders, hit some audience, and it's been surprising that in any TLC or any ladder match, that a ladder or a chair or a table has not flown and hit somebody in the face in the audience. I am just saying it has never happened
That is-
in
that's a good
years.
point.
That's very, and throughout the Attitude Era, I don't remember anybody getting hurt from my recollection.
It's because they got the side of the ring so wide. They got so much room now.
Yeah,
Remember when they
right.
were so close to the ring?
What
The cameramen.
well, I remember
Where are
when
the cameramen? I want to know where those cameramen.
I missed the blue jumpsuits. All the cameramen would wear the blue
Yeah.
jumpsuits. Now they're in black, hiding
hiding.
hide the seats. Show them it's a production. Why not, right? Paul Heyman coming out with CM Punk as usual, holding up that title. What do you think of Paul Heyman? Tell me your thoughts about this.
I want him to put the belt on because I think he's the champion. Apparently,
you think Paul Heyman's the champion?
Apparently, he keeps holding that.
The
belt.
voice of the voiceless.
He keeps holding the belt. He's the champion of champions.
He's holding it like he's earned it. He is CM Punk's manager. I think he's doing it.
I like him, but I still don't get his little manager shtick.
Shtick? Well,
it's not. It doesn't seem very Paul Heyman holding the belt.
no, but he's an antagonist.
Humbled,
That's a Paul Heyman
I
thing.
can see that.
The Goldberg chants. That's one thing I could not get away from while watching
Everybody
Raw.
does it.
And Ryback being
I didn't
out there.
understand it the first time they did it.
The Goldberg
I'm not
chants?
gonna lie. Yeah.
You didn't understand it?
No, I didn't.
Resemblance, running around, big guy, squashing people within seconds.
They
I
didn't
don't
do
know.
it with Brock Lesnar.
I just think, and if it was WWE's intentions, or even if it wasn't,
Why does everybody have to be a shtick from somebody else?
Oh,
This guy's like this guy, like Dolph Ziggler's.
think
like,
of the movie
he's like
industry.
Mr.
It's
Perfect.
all been done before,
Exactly.
and we're just
So why-
recycling the same stuff.
But people are buying it, so why are you just gonna start chanting someone else's name?
Get on board with the
Yeah,
Ryback,
get-
ladies and gentlemen.
get on
over the
board,
Goldberg
Or get
thing.
the fuck off of the bus.
Goldberg, I remember. Yeah, right. Goldberg debuting the night after WrestleMania 19, Key Arena in Seattle.
Goldberg.
Right? Wow, that was a long time ago. I think everybody should get over it now. All right, Ryback, the so-called Goldberg lookalike,
Shtick?
whatever shtick you want to call it.
I like that word. It's got like two meanings.
We're going to get over that one. The Shield to the rescue. Obviously, we know that Ryback was on his way up the ladder. He was about to not even.
You know what? It was too
Pull the
predictable.
strap.
If it wasn't as predictable, it could have been a way better match. Like,
That's very
who
true.
wasn't waiting for them to come in?
Well, I mean, I didn't anticipate them coming in at all. It wasn't something that of course, yeah. I mean, everybody knew that they were going to come in some sort of way. Who are they working for? What is it doing? What's the deal? But, I'm glad that Punk retained. Now he's 400 plus days. I don't have the exact number here today, but he's 400 plus days as champion, and I think that's quite the feat.
Pissing people off, apparently.
You know what? And his reign as well. I can see him starting off as a good guy with that pipe bomb in Las Vegas, rolling his way, turning to a heel, and he's going to make his way back to a face somehow. At least that's what my theory is. Or he's just going to go out and with a bang and be a heel. Like he was best in the Indies, he is best now. One of the best heels on the roster by far.
Yeah. I
So-
don't know where he's going. I'm not gonna lie.
Who?
It's Punk.
You don't know where he's going?
I don't know where he's going. He's got to go somewhere. I think he's elevated it. His heel.
You think he's gone too far?
No. I think he's hit the ceiling right now, and he's got to find another. He's got to break the ceiling.
Breaking the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got CM Punk after the match, obviously went into the back, whatever it was, and then he says that he's got to come out and cut a pipe bomb. Time for another pipe bomb. Comes out to the ring. What did you think of his promo?
It was kind of like it's CM Punk's kind of like this. He's doing the same thing, man. He's doing this.
So then let's move on to the Rock and Punk promo. Do you have any enthusiastic thoughts about that one?
The Rock. The Rock is awesome.
The Rock, yeah. The Rock
I don't
came
know
out.
how The Rock gives you chills every time his music hits.
I didn't get chills when his music hits,
No?
but
Michael Cole got goosebumps.
Oh my God, Michael Cole can go. May I have your attention, please? And I quote. With The Rock coming out and the promo and the interaction with each other and just the way that it went over. I mean, The Rock did a way better job with Punk than he did with Cena when the first go around.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought that the Rock really delivered, no hiccups. He wasn't getting schooled in the mic, and kudos to John Cena for actually, I guess making The Rock nervous. The Rock did a really good job this time around. CM Punk retaliating and obviously talking about the ice cream bars, and I had his transcript loaded on the computer, but unfortunately I don't have it loaded at this time.
Deleted it.
Thank you to somebody that posted that on Reddit. So and that was Raw in a nutshell. So one of the things that I actually
Nutshell.
in a nutshell.
Really big nutshell.
Let's talk about TNA. You don't have nothing. TNA. So we were gonna go into this show, and
I can't go 10 minutes into TNA without seeing Hulk Hogan making out with his daughter.
Oh my god! I really wish you never said that. That's disgusting. Bad enough I had to sit through Bully Ray and Brooke making whatever the hell that they were doing.
That was the worst make-out scene ever.
Honestly,
Better make-out scene.
I
in
don't.
porn.
I don't understand it. I don't get the show. I don't understand the product. Wonderful wrestlers out there. Let's.
It's good wrestling.
I
That's the
love. It's great wrestling.
thing. They need better storylines.
So when we started this show, I said to myself, I was like, well, we can't just come and do a podcast about WWE. And,
Yeah, we can.
I mean, we can, but
It's like doing a podcast about MMA, and you just cover the UFC, but kind of go.
that's very true. But we're not going to get into that. I mean, I
Very
know
good
later
point.
on
It's
you've
a very
got
good point.
you've got your MMA segment coming up, which we'll go into that a little bit later. But for now, TNA from the beginning. TNA. They've got their opening. It's so hard for me to even talk about this. What, did you sit and watch TNA?
I sure didn't.
You didn't.
No.
Yeah, okay, so he didn't sit and watch TNA. I did it, and I can't remember things. No, there's a lot of
Did you just say you watched it and you can't remember a thing?
something like that. I mean, in all
That's
fairness,
why I can't watch it. It's
This
because
is
it's
this is
not
why I
memorable.
take notes. Jeff Hardy, just so everybody, well, actually, I'm sure everybody else knows, but Daniel, just so you're aware, Jeff Hardy is the champion over there, still painting
really
his face.
still?
I have,
Still
yeah,
the
it's been months since I've watched
Who the fuck is
TNA.
writing that show?
I don't want to get into that. They've got a group called Aces and Eights. Aces
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Eights,
no, I've seen
right?
that.
Wonderful. Now, Sons
With
of Anarchy.
Festus.
With Festus is there. No, Luke Gallows, a.k.a. Doc, disciple of
Is that what it is?
something.
And then
It's
some-
Doc.
Is that? And then some other guys have
Mike-
fetish masks on.
Well, no. Okay, so the presence behind the mask, at least from what
Yeah.
you don't. It's like you don't lose your vest, you don't lose your mask. That's the way that they did it. You don't lose your biker vest.
Oh, they're bikers.
What? That's
Devon's a biker? I thought he was a priest and now he's a biker.
He's paving the way. Ron Simmons,
the
first
way.
heavyweight champion. Devon, first biker.
Out of the people.
Damn. Yeah, Devon's in the group. You got Mike Knox, which was actually unmasked last week, that I didn't watch, thank you. Mr. Kennedy, which I noticed Mr. Kennedy's actually, I don't know if anybody else out there agrees, but
is he
he's
still doing his name twice?
Kennedy with the mic
Is
and
he?
everything. He's tiny now. It's like he's not working out or something like
Or
that.
not on stage?
Something like that. Now, one of the things that I actually think that is really cool about TNA is Gut Check. Gut Check is something where they'd bring in a independent wrestler and they'd have them go up against like a senior or
That's a good idea.
Yeah, or
like
and have
that.
a tryout kind of thing. This week was the first time that they had a.
Where is it placed into the show?
It's like mid card, something
That's
like
not
that. It's not a bad thing. And they got judges like Taz and Al Snow and I think like Bruce Pritchard.
It's like the Olympics for independence.
Yeah, right? Or Special Olympics, things like that. Independent wrestlers. So this is the first week
For
that
you
they,
Mormons
Yeah,
out
for you
there.
Mormons out there. I don't even understand what that means. Why did I just say that? Anyway, so this was the first week that they had two independent wrestlers go head to head. They had Jay Bradley versus Brian Cage, which I thought was a really good match. Two of them I had never heard of before. I'm sure they've got great credentials in the independent wrestling circuit. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're going to do a podcast and you're not going to do the research on the guys that were in the ring?
No.
Yeah, that's me. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. I just thought about that now, so whoop-a. Jay Bradley coming out victorious. Daniel gets a hoot every time. Not like a hoot.
Hoot.
Yeah, right.
Like an owl.
Like a owl. And then we get to the last segment of the night. That's me too close on the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. As we get to the last segment of the night on TNA Impact or whatever you want to call it, Hulk Hogan, Brooke
Oh, what's he
Hogan,
doing now?
Bully Ray.
What did
Bully
they-
Ray
what did they do
suspended
now?
last week or whenever. Somebody please update me on that one.
What did he do?
Brooke Hogan comes out and begs her father, Daddy, please, no, don't kiss me.
She's still doing
She's
still doing that,
There's
eh?
a creepy relationship with those two, and I would love to have one of those two on the show here. And I would love to just. I want to know what their thought is. They like look at each. It's just weird. It's uncomfortable. Hogan stares at Brooke, and then. The only thing that I can think about is her entrance. She's coming down to the ring.
Yeah.
He starts nodding his head to the song like, yeah, that's my girl. But it was just like, and the camera, it's just his look and that long walk all the way down. It's just a creepy feel.
She's got a Hulkamania
Hulk,
look.
I love you. I've dressed up as you for Halloween. I mean, I've been a fan for
dressed
years.
up as you right now.
It's true. Don't be
really
creepy, please. She's like my age. I can't remember. She's in her 20s. I'm not sure how old she is. I'm 25, ladies and gentlemen.
I was just gonna ask you how old are you?
I'm 25. Yeah,
Happy birthday.
Mazel tov. I don't know what that means, but anyway, what that meant, I know what that means. Paul Heyman. So at the end of the show, you've got Brooke Hogan and you've got Bully Ray. They're doing something kind of a little
Make outish.
It's hard to.
Softcore porn. You know what you could just know what you call this?
What?
This is just Edge and fucking
Lita?
yeah, all over.
Yeah, but no, they were close to an age, right? We're talking about Bully Ray, who was close to his 50s.
Hey, I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm with To Catch a Predator on MSNBC.
Okay, that was interesting. I hope to dub that later on with the real Chris, whatever.
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen. So the segment pretty much ended with Bully Ray protecting Brooke.
Because Hogan was going to hit her?
Because Hogan was going to kiss her. I'm
You ain't going to kiss my bitch?
Samson is Sheila. Mama fell down the. Shut up, bitch. All right, so that was pretty much it. Bully Ray suspended. Hulk Hogan thinking about letting him back in. And
he's gonna let him back in.
Yeah, and pretty much.
And you can bang my daughter.
And you can kiss my daughter and bang her only if I can watch. Hulk Hogan. Oh. SmackDown. Did you watch SmackDown? Tell me you watched SmackDown.
I did watch SmackDown.
Oh my God, he watched SmackDown. Now, SmackDown usually I love to watch the live ones whenever they come out. You know, every so often. But I actually PVR'd SmackDown. I got to it. This week was an interesting week. We had some title change. We had some edits. Did you notice at the beginning of the show the way that SmackDown Booker T in the ring? So the way that SmackDown
SmackDown's
aired,
getting better.
SmackDown was but it was heavily edited, and that's one of the things I've been doing video editing and any sort of
All
media.
his life, right out the womb.
Right out the womb for the first time ever.
No,
I saw vagina.
yeah, and for the last. No. So at the,
I see your mama's vagina all the time.
okay, let's take that back now. You're getting a little inappropriate here, ladies and gentlemen. You find this guy a little inappropriate because I do. No, in all seriousness, though, you. In all seriousness, you've got wow, Daniel, thank you. All over my microphone, ladies and gentlemen. We're professional here at the Squared Circle, bringing it to you every week or when we can. With Dano throwing up all over himself. Come on, man, bring yourself together here.
Drunk.
He's drunk, ladies and gentlemen, off of vitamin water and a sugar-free Rockstar.
It's the sugar that's getting to me.
Long story short, Booker T had to do a dub over top at the beginning of the show. Okay, so the way that they originally had taped it, Booker T in a match with you had Big Show and Del Rio, but it wasn't a title match, and then they made it a title match last minute kind of thing. You could totally tell that there was some dubs over top during that segment. So I know as editing for years, that it kind of bothered me quite a bit.
You noticed it pretty well, eh?
Yeah, I did.
Spot on.
Yeah, SmackDown was a pretty good show. Team Hell No again ruling SmackDown. I love watching them on both shows. They really bring a presence.
They
to
get
it.
They bring a
yes,
good match.
no, yes, no.
They wrestle good.
I think they wrestle really
they
well.
make tag team wrestling look good again.
Well, Daniel Bryan. I mean,
but it's that shtick again.
That shtick. Yeah. I used to watch him here locally at what was known as Extreme Canadian Championship Wrestling, Elite Canadian Championship Wrestling now, ECCW.com. You can check them out. Daniel Bryan actually used to wrestle them when he was under the name Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, Pacific Cup winner, I believe 2001. I'm probably wrong about that, but one of those times. Pacific Cup is a tournament that we have within British Columbia. All the local wrestlers and around the Pacific Northwest come in and they wrestle for the top. It's actually really interesting. I always like to go every year. I know that there's veterans like Kyle O'Reilly, who's a Ring of Honor wrestler at the moment. He's actually a Pacific Cup winner as well. I don't remember if Sid did. He might have.
I don't think so.
Let's assume he might have.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Yes, you can. Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan, like I was saying, ripping it up again. Wonderful people to watch. And then Primetime Players, which I'm not really.
I like them. I like their dance.
That sway back and forth. It got a little
Reminds
weird.
me of a tree in the wind.
It reminds me of an elephant tusk whistling in the wind. Another great thing that from SmackDown, The Rock, after 10 years, makes his way back.
Yeah, it was his show. Why isn't he there?
Well, and why did it take 10 years? You know, but even still, it was nice to see The Rock back on his show SmackDown. And I don't know if you noticed, but Punk in between was at MetLife where they had WrestleMania last year. He actually put on The Rock's jersey when he wrestled or when he played football in Miami.
I like his new shirt.
Who, Punk?
Punk's, yeah.
The yellow thing or the knees to faces?
Yeah.
366.8.
366.8.
Ooh.
Or 25.8.
Working overtime.
He's working overtime. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's you know exactly. It's just like The Rock's shirt. Yeah, you know that.
That's that's why I think that's what he was going for.
Yeah, you're funny.
All right.
So The Rock in the ring doing his promo on SmackDown. I thought it was a pretty good promo, you know, him going back and forth, whatever it is. And then Road Scholars come in. Now, this is where it gets really funny. Because The Rock leans over and he looks over at Cody Rhodes. And he said that he smacked that caterpillar off his lip. Now, that was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen.
The Rock's got some funny shit to say.
That's what I was going to say. Not only that, there was a part where The Rock, what did he say? He said something. Sarah's distracted me. Something to do
Cash
with
money.
Cash money in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Cash money. Hello, Cash money.
Works for the FCC.
It works for the FCC. She makes
We
sure
can't
to
say
regulate.
fuck, shit, or piss.
Whoa. Between the hours of. Anyway,
2 and 1 a.m.
2 and 1 a.m. The Rock was pretty much calling Cody Rhodes a pedophile the whole time, coming out with it, just being a funny guy.
Really funny guy.
Funny guy. Then I thought
Comedian.
that comedian. Wise guy, eh? Del Rio.
That match?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a sweet
Versus the Big Show.
That was sweet.
Yeah. Now that makes me wonder, and I don't know if this is actually going to be true, but it makes me.
It's true.
It makes me. It makes me wonder if Alberto Del Rio is going to be yet another transitional champion.
Ooh.
Yeah. Are they giving him the belt because he's a face,
Ziggler.
so that Dolph Ziggler can come and take the championship? And
I like
cash
the
it in?
Ziggler.
And I hope that
Like
he
eating at the
cashes it
Sizzler.
in the middle of the Royal Rumble against. Well, that doesn't make any sense. That
Alberto
can't
Del Rio
happen.
versus Alberto. No,
That can't
'cause
happen
he's in the Royal
because he's the
Rumble.
champion. Yeah.
That'd be a good one, though.
How about this?
change
Ricardo
the-
Rodriguez is in the Royal Rumble, right? Dolph Ziggler starts beating on Rodriguez.
Yep.
Del Rio comes out,
Yep.
gets into the ring somehow. Ziggler hits him with the super kick, cashes it in, goes for the 1, 2, 3. Could it possibly do that? And a different variation of that,
I'm going to pretend being Vince McMahon.
if you fire me.
You're hired.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hired. FCC agree?
See.
See. All right. So that's my prediction. Maybe with the way that the Money in the Bank will go. But Alberto Del Rio, nice to see the new World Heavyweight Champion on SmackDown.
I loved it when he threw the stairs in him. He dented those stairs.
Yeah, those stairs actually take quite a beating. Does anybody ever think of the feelings of the stairs?
How strong are those stairs?
Ooh, is it a aluminum?
And then he threw the desk on him.
Yeah.
It's like a coffin. It was kind of like a coffin
I wonder if
match.
that thing was actually
A
that
desk
heavy, or
coffin
if it was a
match.
really good sell. Because I was watching, I was like, man, he's
Do you
really.
think it was that heavy?
It could be.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, it
Probably got
can't
hit
be
in the head
that
by
light.
TV.
It can't be that light.
That's
I mean,
$10,000.
sometimes you'll have like Big Show and some guy standing on top of it. It's over 600-700 pounds sometimes.
Yeah, but they reinforce it sometimes.
Whatever.
Mike Holmes in the house.
Mike Holmes. Holmes on Holmes, ladies and gentlemen. Holmes on desk. Yeah.
On
And then
TLC 7.
KCO Tevin. So Big Show, obviously a last man standing match on SmackDown. I probably didn't even mention that earlier, but at least I did now, so you all know exactly what kind of match it was. We're gonna get
Knowledge is power.
We're gonna knowledge is power. Let's get into the match of the week. This week, what do you think is the match of the week? What was your match of the week?
John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler.
John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler, and why?
That was good. Because like I said, on the edge of my seat the whole time. I think I jumped a couple times.
Like a pay-per-view match.
I was that excited.
It was a
Right?
pretty exciting match.
Cash money is on the money.
Yeah, FCC was jumping
I
around
was
on
pretty
that one.
excited.
My match.
I thought he was going to lose.
Who, Cena?
Yeah.
Oh. And then here he comes.
And
Hey,
he got pinned how many times?
When doesn't he get pinned?
See.
See. My match of the week, CM Punk versus Ryback, I thought was a wonderful match. TLC match. Just a lot of the things that they did. Even just the look of Paul Heyman's face when CM Punk got tossed out of the ring, through the table, one of the regular tables, closest to the announce table on the outside. Just his face was priceless.
Heyman's face is always
Heyman,
priceless.
and then the
He
shield.
is
It was
priceless.
he's priceless. He's pricey.
He does not have a price.
La 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 la.
There is no price he will accept.
There is no price.
But he does accept money orders
ECW
through the cash store.
through the cash store. Interesting. All right, wrestler of the week. Who was your wrestler superstar? Wrestler of the week.
CM Punk.
Oh, he picked CM Punk. CM Punk was also mine as well. I think CM Punk this week did a really good job, as always. That's right. I had to say it twice. The word's so nice, you say it twice.
He had the better promo.
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 CM Punk always has the best promo when it
Yeah,
comes
that's true.
on Raw. Unless sometimes Dolph Ziggler.
That's why I wasn't impressed
Rock.
with Dolph Ziggler. Maybe it was Big E in his small head.
Big E and his small head. Da da da. Mario Brothers.
Imagination.
Well, next week on, we're going to be doing these segments each week, match of the week and wrestler of the week, and hopefully maybe CM Punk can retain his spot here on the Squared Circle next week.
Finally, The Rock has come back!
And I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even at commentary. Nobody can touch me.
So, who is the best person, in your opinion, that had the best shtick work? Shtick work this week.
Well, The Rock got to be on 2 shows,
The Rock had to be on 2 shows.
so how could you not give it to him?
You're going to give it to The Rock?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give it to The Rock and CM Punk because their chemistry on Raw and just what they had done and how they interacted with each other, I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The best thing Dano has to say, ladies and gentlemen, is it's pretty cool. So this past week, what was your top show of the week? What did you enjoy watching mostly out of all the wrestling shows out there this week?
Didn't see TNA.
Okay, well, let's rule them out.
Saw half a SmackDown.
Saw half of SmackDown. However, we're getting somewhere. How you do a show like
I
this?
watched all of Raw.
Of course you watched all of Raw. You've been a veteran Raw watcher for how long now?
Too many years.
Too many years. I think I've been watching straight since 1997. I think I missed a few episodes, but that was before downloading and catching up in PVRs. That was Black Box days, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God I haven't had to pay for pay-per-views in years. I'm totally joking. I'm a big advocate. I pay for pay-per-views every single month. It's expensive. Speaking of which, you can actually go to our website,
have a website.
reaperproductions.ca. Go into the Reaper Radio tab, and you'll be able to see all the Squared Circle information.
They would
There's-
be like some sort of sponsor.
It's like some sort of sponsor. Reaper Productions is the promoter of the Squared Circle and brings it together. So we'd like to thank them. But if you have any questions or concerns, you can also email us at thesquaredcircle@gmail.com.
The Gmail.
At Gmail, yeah. When am I supposed to get it at? Reaper?
G-Unit.
G-Unit. You can always email us on there. And you can
I owe
also,
$50, like $10,000 for saying that.
Yeah. You can also find our Twitter there with
Tweeter.
and our Facebook page. A link right there. You can click us, like us, tweet us, do what you
We're on
want.
Facebook?
We will be. By the time this goes up, we will be.
Cancel.
Bringing it to you a pre-recorded podcast each week. One of the segments that we will be doing each week, right? Each week is Dano is going to bring us through the world of mixed martial arts on the Squared Circle.
Do you watch a lot of the MMA stuff, Buzz? 'Cause there's a lot of shit going on.
I'm actually not a big advocate, or I'm not advocate. I shouldn't use that word, but I'm not a big fan of mixed martial art. I mean, when you got so many wrestling shows each week,
Yeah,
and a lot of
They're
the shows
every month, once a month.
Yeah.
Maybe twice a month.
It's
hard to
don't-
keep track.
Well, that's just it. It's hard to be able to.
You know what? Surprisingly, for it being a once a month, there's so much shit going on every day.
Tell us about the world of mixed martial arts.
We got Strike Force. We got what's his name? Nate Marquardt versus Tarek Savadine on Strike Force. It's their last show, Buzz. They're done.
Strike Force is done.
Done.
Interesting.
UFC now.
It's UFC bottom out.
Guys are gonna, like a couple years ago.
Oh wow.
Bottom out. This is
Oh
the
yeah.
last
Oh
one.
no, that was Pride. They officially own Pride, right?
Pride, WEC, and now Strike Force
Jesus.
and Bellator.
Going the Vince McMahon route and buying
buy
out
'em
all
out.
the territories.
Yeah, leave a TNA out there.
Jesus.
That's
What-
Bellator.
All right.
There's stuff going on in Bellator too.
What's going on in Bellator?
Eddie Alvarez is trying to get the fuck out of Dodge, and 'cause UFC gave him a contract,
yeah.
and Bellator has an option to match the contract,
All right.
and so they matched the contract. So now he can't go to the UFC. So now he's pissed. He's pissed, Buzz.
Oh wow.
That's like something.
That's like
But
something.
He's, but he's pissed.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's like something, but he's very pissed.
Yeah, no, he compared Bellator and UFC from fine dining to McDonald's.
Oh my God.
Who wants a guy that's
So-
going to call your company McDonald's?
Bellator. It's Bellator, right?
Bellator is the TNA of MMA.
Oh wow. And they're the McDonald's.
They are the McDonald's.
They are the sloppy McHappy double cheeseburger with grease dripping all the way down and a piece of your mama's pantyhose was seeping outside.
Exactly.
Did you want fries with that?
See?
What else is going on in the world of mixed martial arts?
We got Alistair Overeem. He finally got his licensing for his steroids. He got caught using steroids, but he didn't know it was in his medication.
Oh wow.
How do you not know?
Yeah. I mean, if you're into the testing and you're doing the drugs and you know you got to go
That's
through the
huge now.
that's
the
that's
testing.
yeah. Well, and it's just like the world of
MLB's doing testing now, right?
oh wow.
Yeah, that-
Every sport.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
doing it halfway through the season now.
So one of the stories that actually broke this week is Mick Foley, Hall of Fame. It's not completely confirmed. WWE.com released a article about it. What are your thoughts?
How old do you have to be inducted to Hall of Fame?
I don't think there's an age limit.
Oh.
I think it's more
You have to be
about
like retired.
what have
for,
you
like, a
done for
certain
me
amount of
lately,
years.
kind of thing.
Yeah, he was Santa Claus.
You
He
wrote
got
a
hit
book?
by a car. That's what he did for them
Do
lately.
you think Vince?
I got hit by a car.
Do you think Vince McMahon's like
Hall
a
of Fame,
godfather, no
please.
matter what these guys do, like The Rock and Steve Austin and Mick Foley writing their books? Do you think he takes a vig? A 10% cut,
Oh yeah.
20%, whatever
I
you
use-
do, I get.
I
a
think
piece.
they sign them and they take their name.
Well, I mean that's been the case many times. Likelessness.
You can't leave. Not with those socks on.
No. Those got WWE brand on them. Yeah. What do you mean that tattoo? Give me that tattoo.
Give me those Hanes underwear.
Give me those Hanes underwear. Jesus Christ, it's
I
getting.
need to
a
get
little-
my Hanes all over your money.
He's haining the money, ladies and gentlemen. Haining the money. That's so Mick Foley Hall of Fame. Any thoughts? Who else do you think should go in the Hall of Fame this year?
So many people you can bring in. Click, click, click.
Yeah, that's all I hear is click, click, click. Never give Dano
Who do you
a
think? Who do you
pen.
think's going in?
Well, it's New York. I'm from what I've heard, maybe the Nasty Boys.
I can see that.
The Nasty
The
Boys.
Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah, Brooklyn Brawler. Steve Lombardi.
That'd be a short speech.
Knuckleball Schwartz. Who else do you think?
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart. Owen Hart. I don't think it's going to be probably a long time, considering his wife owns owns a lot of the estate. And well, anyway, that's a whole different story. We won't get into that. I don't know who it might be this year, but I'm hoping that Mick Foley's not just the big. You
think it'll get bigger?
I'm hoping we will get bigger. Not saying that Mick Foley's not big. I want
I think he's been whining.
I want a
They
big
just
surprise.
wanted to announce it.
Yeah, right. I just want a big surprise. I haven't been surprised in a long time. Speaking of surprises,
I just looked at the time. Yeah.
one of the things that that I wish that we would get more surprise of more is if when a wrestler runs to the ring, if we didn't hear their entrance as they run to the ring, why can't we just hear a crowd reaction and then the wrestler slides into the ring
Like John Cena.
like John Cena? I'm a no, I do 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 do. Oh wait, the wrong song.
Apple juice.
So we get the Royal Rumble coming up in two weeks.
Yep.
You excited?
I am actually excited for
A lot of the
Rumble.
wrestlers have actually said that they are now entering. You got John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, 3MB.
I love those guys.
You love those guys?
Jinder Mahal.
Oh my God!
His little East Indian thing didn't work.
We've seen a lot of those gimmicks coming in. Actually, you know what? Tiger Ali Singh did do it really well. He did.
Yes.
He did
Good
that
point.
gimmick very very well.
Touche.
Touche. 3MB, not bad. Heath Slater really makes me want to, anyway, go out there and slap somebody. There's just something about him that just, yeah.
Haircut.
Get a haircut. Shave that head, hippie.
Give him a phone book.
Give him a phone. Right to the face.
Let him call his therapist.
Dear God. Oh, that's too funny.
Therapy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Too funny. Well, that's pretty much all we've got for the show.
I love you guys.
Yeah, we definitely love you. Hopefully you enjoyed our little shtick there, what we do.
Stayed for 45 minutes.
Yeah, hopefully you stayed for 40, 50 minutes. We're going to be coming back to you hopefully every week or every other week whenever we can.
Come back to 50 minutes of your life. You're never getting back.
That's true. No, try to, as time goes on, we'll probably get a little bit better with this first episode. We're not going to exactly be Walter some fucking
Walter Chrysler.
What's
This is your local Walter Chrysler dealership.
No, what'd you say?
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble. No.
Pier 1 Imports.
Yeah, we're gonna be bringing it to you hopefully every Sunday, if not every other Sunday. You can always check
Saturday.
No. This is a pre-record. Oh, thank you. We know it's Saturday.
I thought we were live.
No, we're not live. We're bringing it to you. What? Not once did I ever go live. That's fine. Next week.
There's a big live sign right behind you, glowing.
Oh wow.
That's what that clicking was.
Who put that there? Bringing it to you each week. You can always check on our episodes, past view, or check in to see when our next one's going to be at reaperproductions.ca.
That's the website.
That's the website. Under the tab, Reaper Radio, you'll see the squared circle right there. You can see our tab for Twitter, Facebook, even follow us on Reddit if you're a big Reddit fan out there.
We're on Reddit?
We will be.
Just like Facebook.
It's coming. It's coming. By the time that you get to hear this, it'll be there. Don't worry. Just click the tab, hit the like button, send us a tweet, Follow us on YouTube.
And Twitter.
We actually will be on YouTube
we
too
on
as
Twitter?
well. On Twitter, yeah, we're gonna be getting on Twitter. We're gonna be getting this guy's calling me out. No, I know it's supposed to be ready, right? Yeah, just let it be.
We are
okay?
on all social media. We're in the 24-hour.
This is right. You can even find us on Instagram. Look, I'm Instagramming right now. We're on Instagram. No, we're not on Instagram.
I was going to say, we should Instagram this.
Yeah, we will get an Instagram later on, maybe another show. We're going to follow them all. You like it, we want it, just anything but Tumblr. If you like Tumblr, don't listen to our fucking show.
I'm going to have sex with your wife.
Oh, that's a little inappropriate. But until next
My
week.
wife's in a coma.
That's wrong. Till next week, I'm Buzz.
I'm Dano.
And we will see you later.
And that's Cash Money.
Money, money.